a lot of talk online right now about raw milk being disgusting. I actually think that most people just don't really understand what raw milk is. So here's the full story.
In the 19th century, cities in America and Europe expanded rapidly. As urban areas grew, pasture land shrank, and the demand for quality food stressed the food system. Refrigeration, invented in 1913, was not yet available, making food accessibility a major challenge for cities. By 1830, Boston had banned cattle from grazing in the city, pushing food sources further away from consumers. Transportation and handling issues, especially in summer, led to deteriorating food safety. The dairy industry was particularly affected. After the War of 1812, the U.S. lost whiskey exports from England, leading to a rise in domestic whiskey distilleries. By 1829, New York had 1,000 distilleries, but by 1840, economic pressures reduced this number to 200. To survive, many distillers turned to dairy, creating dairy distilleries that produced large quantities of milk for urban areas. These distilleries used waste from whiskey production to feed cattle, leading to poor conditions. Cows were confined in cramped, filthy pens and fed an unnatural diet. The result was dangerous milk. Swill-fed cows produced 5 to 25 times more milk than grass-fed cows due to their sickness. The milk, called swill milk, was thin and pale and was adulterated with flour, sugar, chalk, starch, plaster, and molasses. This milk, which fed 50–80% of the American population in northeastern cities, was a far cry from healthy. People, especially children, became very ill from this low-quality milk. Infant mortality rates surged. In Boston, deaths rose from 34% to 43% over 2 decades. In Philadelphia, deaths doubled to 52%. In New York City, the rate hit 50% in a decade. Diseases like tuberculosis and salmonella were rampant. A New England physician, after suffering illness from swill milk, switched to country raw milk and recovered within 3 days. He noted that the quality of milk was greatly influenced by the health of the cow producing it. Activists Robert Hartley and Frank Leslie fought against swill milk, but distillery owners protected themselves with political influence, leading to the milk wars. While country milk was popular among the wealthy, regulations for swill milk affected the healthy milk market too. Instead of improving milk quality, regulators turned to pasteurization as a solution. The swill milk saga reveals much about food and health. We are not just what we eat, but also what our food eats. If animals are not fed a proper diet, they and we suffer. The dairy industry's deceptions and harmful practices have sullied the reputation of pure raw milk, leading to its over-regulation and banning in many states.